Story and Reflection 1. The Precipice by Keisha King. Her toes curled along the edge. She had a revelation as she stood there. Her body became aware and more alive. The white flesh of her brown feet recognized the dig of the rocks beneath it. The pull of the wind swept up her dark braids, their beads sparkling like burst stars in the warmth of the sun. Her brown skin soaked in the warmth of the sun and the chill of the wind, and the world below the precipice was dark and hazy to her hazel eyes. She had a revelation as she stood there. The voices in her mind whispered unspeakable things, urging her to return to the earth that God had created her from. It was like the buzz from a hive, filling every crevice of her head until it felt as if it would erupt. Her long throat tightened as if embraced in the merciless coil of a snake. Her heart started to race behind her ribs. She had a revelation as she stood there, that this world was not as she had known it, that its sweetness and beauty was tainted by the bitterness and beauty of its people. Beautiful though they were created, they were tainted by the greed of their self-importance, tainted by the enclosure of their thinking, tainted by their will to drown in false love and comfort. They had forgotten who they were, their free will shredding beneath the claws of expectation. She had a revelation as she stood there, that she was suffocating and hurting right along with them, that she felt punished and beaten, that the scars on her skin were well deserved, that the tatters of her broken mind no longer represented perfectly fit puzzle pieces, that the greed for love in her heart was melting as she stood there looking upon the dark and hazy world beneath the precipice. She had a revelation. God wanted her to see, and God wanted to give her strength and see Him, but not like this. The tension in her heart eased, and through the dark and hazy world beneath the precipice, she could see lights, little lights. She was not alone. She had a revelation, and with that, she walked across the rocks, leaving the precipice behind. Now, what you take from this story is of your own choosing. I'm not much of a writer, but these are thoughts that run through me every day. As a person who suffers from paranoid schizophrenia, I go through a battle like no other. My self-worth is tested, though I know that my self-love is more important. My limitations are stretched, and like other people, some obstacles are rougher than others. And though I do go through the cycle of thinking, what if I wasn't here? Would it matter? I know that these thoughts aren't worth it. God is a different being entirely, and I'd rather face the wrath of others than his wrath of me taking my life. Since I've turned 30, and now 31, I have been exposed to a lot of things that I had veiled my eyes from. There is a lot of injustices in this world. People are crying for help, and others are willingly putting their fingers in their ears. Communication is becoming barred thanks to our dependence upon technology, though I can also say that it also helps people like me get this word out there. I am no one to this world, but I am someone to the people that God had put in my life. I want to love myself wholeheartedly, among the criticism and social expectations. I want to continue to express myself freely without constraint. I want to live, and that is a major revelation to me. Those who are also suffering from the whispers of their mental health, what do you want for yourself? Is it hard? What do you dream of being? Don't let these whispers stop you. Step away from the precipice. You are definitely not suffering alone. Those who live with those that suffer from mental illness, do not force normality for your own comfort. Do not pitch medicine into their mouths and think everything will be just fine. Even under the chemicals, these whispers are strong. Listen to them with an open mind and heart. That is all they want, or you're going to lose them. I won't pretend I speak for everyone with mental health. For who am I? I am an artist, a woman, a person of color, a person. End of reflection in story 1.